Hello, 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 it's Sydney Rose, and it's very dark in my car right now because it's currently 5:50 in the morning. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, I needed an easier video to edit for this week. I feel like my schoolwork for my master's and then regular work has just been very busy lately, so it's led to some delays, and I thought I'll just do a simple Tuesday vlog just to give us a video this week and something that'll be a little bit simpler for me to edit so I can keep up with at least my long form videos on Thursdays to work. But obviously the podcast was delayed again for this past Monday, which was supposed to be out yesterday, but that's all right. It's currently Tuesday the 24th. I had to turn my camera off and look at the date because I just didn't know what date it was. So the podcast episode that was supposed to come out on the 23rd is obviously been delayed because now it's the 24th. So that's fine. It's okay. Someone got in their car next to me and then I got embarrassed that I was filming.
So what I was going to say in the rest of my intro was that I'm going to start attempting to run again in the mornings. My therapist and I have been talking a lot about trying to find my love for running again and finding a hobby that I'm not trying to monetize like social media, so I want to give it a go. Running has been a huge part of my life for many, many years, and I had a pretty rough ending with it, so every time I start trying to run again, I end up stopping because I get sad about it, but at my heart, I really do enjoy running, and so hopefully this time I can keep up the motivation to keep going and find my love for the sport again. Maybe I'll even start signing up for some races. Who knows? My goal right now is to run in speed intervals of 5 minutes, so I did this for an hour. I was only planning on running for 30 minutes, but I was feeling really good. But at about 20 minutes, I accidentally hit the off button for the emergency stop, so I had to start over and I lost all of my progress. I need to actually charge my Apple Watch so I can start tracking my runs on there, but this is my face when I was aggravated that I accidentally hit the stop button. Running on treadmills is not my favorite. I love running outside, but it's hard to do that as a woman in our society without having a running partner, and since I want to run before work when it's still dark outside, this is my safest option. I think it's really sad that I can't go outside for a run to better myself without feeling unsafe, and that's something I really want to advocate for is safer spaces for women because we shouldn't have to feel unsafe just to go on a run. I ended up running around 4.5 to 5 miles, which is pretty crazy considering I haven't ran in so long. I'm voicing this over the next day and I can say I'm very sore today, but I'm proud of myself for getting back into it and proving to myself that I'm still a very capable runner.
I know I'm gonna regret that in the morning, but I ran about 5 miles and I haven't ran since before my surgery this summer. So yeah, I guess that hopefully will be the start of my running journey. I know I'll have explained all of that in the voiceover because somebody pulled up to me and I got scared to finish filming my intro, so the rest of it's in a voiceover. But it's about 7:20 now, so now it's time to drive to work. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty exhausted after that run, but I'm glad that I did it. But I'm in my classroom, it's time to set up for homeroom. I had forgotten that the district got us breakfast this morning, so I'm super excited, so I'm about to walk back up there and get a biscuit. So that since I forgot that it happened, that's made my morning because I have a protein shake, but I was just thinking, I'm like, man, I wish I would have packed a heftier breakfast because now I'm pretty hungry. So it worked out and I'm very excited about that. But I think day one of getting back into running was pretty good for me because it proved that I can run about 5 miles, give or take, since the machine cut off. So I'm just guesstimating on how much I ran. So it proved that I can still do it. Feels so much better after surgery, and that's a good step. You have to start somewhere. And I have had a long, complicated history with running, especially after I left cross country and track in college, so I want to get back into it and find my love for it again. But running tangent aside, let's go get breakfast. And I got my biscuit and my apple juice. I usually don't eat breakfast, but since I ran this morning, I do think it's important because you do need to fuel after you exercise, so I'm very excited for this. It's still early. I'm still waking up, even though I did run 5 miles this morning.
The biscuit was much needed and it was a nice surprise considering I had forgotten it was supposed to even happen, but it was time to set up for my homeroom. In homeroom, the students just come to my classroom to wait to go to their first class of the day. We have homeroom slides and announcements that we go over, and then I put on a National Geographic documentary for them to watch to pass the time. After that, I have my first block, then second block is my planning, and I have 2 more classes to teach after that before my workday is over.
Okay, time for planning period. This is the first semester I've had my planning during second block. My school that I work at is on a 4-block schedule. I'm usually on third block, but I'm still adjusting to having second block. I do like it, and it's a nice change to the routine, shaking some stuff up. Today's not that excessive on things I need to get done. I'm just gonna organize a little bit, and the reason being my kids are in the middle of a project right now. And since they're in the middle of the project, I don't really have a lot to prep because all of my classes do the same project at the same time, and they're pretty much all on the same level. I think my 4th block might be like a day ahead because they're a little bit smaller than my other classes, but regardless, everything out is already out that they need, and they're pretty much in a flow state of work right now. This is a linoleum printmaking project that we're working on right now. So we're making linoleum skulls, and we're doing this based on facial proportion. And because this is the first part of our facial proportion unit, so we talk about the skulls and how they relate to the skin and parts of your face. This is a really good video on it and in the relation and how it helps you with drawing. So if any of my other art teachers are watching this right now, I will have this video linked in the description. I think it explains really well how bone structure relates to different parts of your face and facial proportion in general. So this is our first part because, like I said, you like to start with a skull, how it relates to facial proportion. Goodness, I can't talk. And then we're gonna start on portraits next. But we get to carve these with linoleum, so they always turn out super good. And I'm excited to see their finished projects when we're all done. So I'm just gonna organize my desk, answer some emails. Not much going on during my planning period today. And that's another reason I chose to do the vlog today, because today's pretty chill. There's not a lot going on. Like I said, they're in the middle of a project, and Tuesdays are pretty chill for the most part during my week. I would say probably Tuesdays are my most free day out of the week. Every other week I go to therapy on Tuesdays, but this is on my week that I don't go to therapy. So I have a dentist appointment because I am a little concerned about some spots in my teeth. I've never had a cavity, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go to the dentist after school. I'm actually leaving about 15 minutes early. I already got permission from my vice principal, so I'm gonna leave about 15 minutes early, go to my dentist appointment, and then me and Tanner are going to have a study date at Spill the Beans. It's a coffee shop in downtown. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it if you ever visit Spartanburg or Greenville, because they have one there too. But I think the Spartanburg one is better, but that's just my personal opinion. And then I'm going home. I don't know if we're gonna get dinner or not. It's kind of all up in the air, but very simple, relaxed day, and I'm taking you guys with me. I know most of my vlogs are like, I'm going on an adventure, I'm going on a day trip, and they're like kind of exciting. This is just an average day, and that's all right. So it's probably not as exciting, but I don't know. I like the chiller days. It gives you like a good time to relax. You need like a good medium of both, like adventure days and chill days where you're just going through the regular routine. Okay, but ramble aside, I'm gonna organize my desk and my middle table now.
So I spent the rest of my planning period organizing my desk and the middle table. The middle table is where I have all of the supplies the students are currently using, and I got a bit behind on keeping it organized, so today was the perfect day to catch back up on that for the current project.
I also forgot that I need to do a fit check for the YouTube. I'm wearing a sweater because I didn't do my fit check at the gym. Well, I have the video of it at the gym, but I didn't do my fit check where I changed into my teacher outfit. I don't know, but got my sweater and my dress pants. Can't really see it that well. Fit checks are really hard when your phone's in horizontal. I know I've said that every time I've done a fit check for my YouTube, but man, this isn't gonna work either. Oh well. I got my pants, and then I'm wearing my Vans, and that one came untied, because of course it did right when I started filming the video, but they've got stars on them, and you know I'm a star girl. I love my star jewelry.
I had gotten permission to leave school a bit early so that I could make it to my dentist appointment on time because there was only one appointment time left. I didn't film any of the transition, so here's a video of my shoes dancing on the dentist office waiting room floor.
So the dentist said that they're just stains on my teeth, so nothing to be alarmed about. I was afraid something was wrong because they kept I would brush my teeth and then they would go away. All of the dentist or dental hygienist, if you happen to come across this video, you're gonna be like, of course they're just stains. But I was worried because I don't drink coffee. I drink tea every now and then, but not enough for them to stain, and I don't smoke, so I don't really know what the stains were caused from. And the dental hygienist and the dentist were also very perplexed by what could have caused the stains, but I don't know. Crisis averted. There's nothing wrong internally with my teeth, so I can deal with a little bit of stains until I actually get my next 6-month cleaning appointment, as long as there's not actual damage or any internal issues with my teeth. So it's time to meet Tanner. I'm a little bit early because the dentist appointment didn't take long, but it's time to head to Spill the Beans and meet Tanner and for our study date.
I got to Spill the Beans a bit before Tanner, so I went ahead and claimed a table because it was pretty busy. There was only one worker, and normally they have two. I'm not gonna lie, I felt very bad for him because it got super busy, but he was killing it. He wasn't able to make a milk steamer, so I decided to try something new and get fancy. I got a hot chocolate with butter rum syrup added in. My normal order at Spill the Beans is a milk steamer with butter rum, hazelnut, and caramel syrup. So it's like I'm making my own butterbeer from Harry Potter. I'm an elder Gen Z, so of course I grew up on Harry Potter and love me some butterbeer. The butterscotch beer soda is also really good. It's like a caramel flavored cream soda. And for anyone who doesn't know about any of these drinks, they're all non-alcoholic. That's just the names of the flavors. And after Tanner got there, we spent a while getting some homework done. I edited a bit of my podcast that should hopefully be coming out this Monday because it will be the first Monday of the month. So if you didn't see my post, I'm changing my podcast upload schedule to the first Monday of the month instead of every other Monday. This is just going to help me not stress out as much about getting videos edited. Edited is such a weird word in my script. Anyway, regardless, life has just been kind of crazy lately, and I want to take that extra pressure off of it. I'll probably start uploading podcast episodes more regularly during the summer again, but for right now, this is just what's best for me. After editing, I worked on some homework for my childhood adolescence class. We're raising a virtual baby right now to learn about childhood development through all stages. After spending a few hours at Spill the Beans, Tanner and I got a quick bite for dinner, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to film that because we were talking so much and catching up. I just filmed a video of me waving goodbye to the camera when I got home. But that's the end of the video, everyone. I know this was a bit different than my regular content, but like I said, life's been really busy lately, so I needed something a bit simpler to edit this week. Next week, I'll probably be back to regular scheduled programming with an art video. I haven't really had any day trip or adventure vlogs lately, but hopefully soon I'll find another adventure to go on. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and do all the things that YouTubers ask you to do. So like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!